there's still a lot of smoke in the sky today, although it's not as bad. So let's see what we can get during the walk. I'm assuming just by the looks of it, a lot of people are staying indoors still. They're afraid to go outside. I don't know, is it too overprotective or is it better safe than sorry? Although there was interesting news on the east. Apparently everyone in the Atlantic Canada lost cell phone outage like for quite a bit of time. It was completely widespread. And apparently the issue was just one little cord that got cut for whatever reason. Kind of think about that, man. One little cord basically shuts down the whole side of the country. Makes you wonder why there just comes some kind of like a backup. And one of the reasons why that kind of caught my attention, because it made me wonder, like, because for most drones, like even the ones I use, it uses like your cell phone, it uses all the data. And it made me wonder, like, well, what happens if that whole thing goes down? You have like all these drones up in the air, where everything go all crazy all of a sudden? I know for me anyways, even when my phone disconnects, I can still fly the drone manually. But I guess in the bigger picture, for all those drone deliveries, how everything's automated, I guess that's just an example of how you need a manual flyer as well. You have to know what you're doing in case stuff goes wrong. I read this piece of news yesterday, but I didn't even know if it was real or not. It said NASA hiring someone to protect Earth from aliens and paying 6 figures from it. I'm guessing this is real because it's been like on so many different news outlets. Made me wonder, who can we send here in Canada that's an astronaut to go up in space to fight against aliens? Actually, I still remember that story way back where they were looking for volunteers to actually live in space, like they actually won't come back. Made me wonder whatever happened with that. You guys shared with me this interesting story about a drone insurance inspector or a company who needed to, I guess, analyze the damage of someone's property, where normally it would take, I guess, like a couple of days or weeks for someone to get it down there, climb a ladder, and then evaluate it. Whereas here, apparently the company just flew a drone over there and it made everything so much faster. It says here, when Melinda Roberts found shingles in her front yard after a storm, her insurer didn't dispatch claims adjuster to investigate. It sent a drone. I mean, in my opinion, that's how it should be. Like, people treat it for what it is, a piece of tech. If it can save you money and all that, I mean, why not? Although one funny thing about this article, with the way it's written, it kind of comes across to me like if I didn't fly a drone, as if everything was automated. Like they just pressed the button, the drone went over there, took a picture, and then came back. I would imagine someone actually flew this, correct? But it's still good to see, yeah, like people kind of embracing the tech a little more, like even from the public's eye. Hell, they're all stacked up here. That's how they tell each other to do stuff, to start pecking at each other. Get in there! And talk about, like, you know, a drone is just a tech and people use it in different ways. I thought this was kind of interesting because I know some of you guys linked some articles of some police, like here, like even in Canada, trying to use like the tech in a good way. And this story was like in the US. Apparently there was this lady, what's her name here? Dalia Dippolito, if I'm pronouncing it right. Apparently she was put in prison for something like attempting to murder her husband or something like that. And since she's been in jail, she had a conversation with someone that was recorded. And apparently they wanted to potentially, I guess, use a drone to drop something like a wire cutter to get out of jail. Like I said here, he had somebody fly over a drone over there, drop off the wire cutters, and he cut the wires and escaped from prison. Apparently someone did that, so I gave him the idea to use the drones for it. It just makes me think like you should focus on the individual, like not necessarily like just a tech. I mean, this person, like I'm assuming the person was like convicted, like found guilty. So they're gonna find any way possible to use the tech. So find ways to, I guess, discipline or stop people like them. Don't try stopping the whole tech in general because people use it for the good. And I was thinking too, because one of the things said in the report was, hey, anybody can buy these consumer drones nowadays, so you never know. And they talked about $100 drones. Kind of made me wonder, can a $100 drone do all this that they're talking about? I imagine like more toy type of things. It was a $100 drone.
Holy, whoa, that's amazing.
Do you find it easy to use?
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, like, I have a friend that used to fly, but I'm like, oh my gosh,
he got some fun shots and got to educate the public again about it. That was kind of cool. That guy actually said he knew friends that flew a drone, but this is actually the first time someone actually let him fly it. I think more people need to do that actually, to educate people about the drones. I don't know, do you guys usually think it's too scary or risky to let the general public fly your drones? For me, I kind of understand, like with the one I use, like what the limitations are, how fast it'll go. So I usually, like I flew it like high up in the air, make sure it's away from the trees, and I put it on tripod mode. I find that's like usually the best way to get people comfortable with it. And when they see it, it's like, oh wow. I was wondering if I should attend this event tomorrow. It's outdoors, so I'm wondering if the smoke is gonna scare people away. I guess we'll see. Anyways, see you guys later.